Hey YouTube, it's Fee. I'm up in Wisconsin, quasi camping this weekend. I call it quasi camping because we don't really rough it. We don't do tents and stuff like that. It's a permanent campsite with a trailer, and it's just our way to get away. I'm from the Chicago area, so our way to quickly get away is going up over the border. But I wanted to tell you guys about something that happened to me at work this week that I just thought was interesting enough to share. I work for a corporation. I'm a programmer at a main headquarters, and we have agents all over the country. And every now and then we throw conventions or sales rallies, things like that. And the summertime is our busy season because we're movers, and it was the right time for a sales rally. So that's what they did this week. And we had all kinds of, we had a whole load of agents in this week. And whenever that happens, the company wants us to wear name tags so everybody knows who everybody is. And they give us these things, the metal clips, and the name tag is on the inside. And these don't really work too well for me. The metal clip, I don't really have anything to clip it onto. Normally I don't wear stuff with like a collar or anything like this at work. I normally wear like sweaters and dresses and blouses that don't have pockets or collars or anything. So I don't really have anything to clip this onto. It's not very conducive. So normally I end up having to get a lanyard. And over the years, and I have a whole collection of lanyards in my desk from conventions or retreats that are company sponsors. I've probably got, 5 or 6 or 7 of them in there. And so I when I realized I had to wear this tag, I just kind of reach into my desk blindly without looking at what I'm grabbing and just kind of grab the first one that I feel. And the one I pull out is from a retreat that I went to a couple years ago. And it's from a nonprofit organization, and they have their slogan on this lanyard, and I had completely forgotten about the slogan and that I even had this thing. But I pull it out, and this is what's on it. Expect a miracle. It's all over it. Now, the nonprofit organization that goes by this name, I believe, is actually based in Wisconsin, and it's an organization that helps children from single-parent households. They help the children enjoy more extracurricular activities. They feel that, at certain ages, that helps mold their young and impressionable creative minds, and maybe from single-parent households may not have always been able to provide that on their own because of either lack of time or lack of funds, because it's just them. So that's what that organization does. They help with that sort of thing. So it's children related. But I don't know, the phrase in and of itself, expect a miracle, really well timed. I don't know, coincidence that I grabbed this one out of my grab bag of lanyards in my desk. I don't know. I've grown not to believe in coincidences. I don't think they exist. No such thing. Everything happens for a reason in my book, and I think everything happens at a certain time too, when you need it most. And I don't know, I got to thinking how many of us have grown to expect the exact opposite. We expect the negative. We expect doom and gloom. That's unfortunately, that's been my personal phrase for the last month or so. I'm trying to get off of that one. But we expect doom and gloom. We expect a BFN. We expect, a failed cycle, bad test results. We expect to be told that our ability to conceive is slim to none, and slim just went out the door. It's sad and uninspiring and unmotivating and flippin' depressing. It's depressing. It really is. So, I don't know. I pulled this lanyard out, and I think I'm going to adapt a new motto, a new catchphrase, a new slogan, whatever you want to call it. Or I'm going to try my damnedest too, because obviously this isn't easy, but I'm going to try to expect a miracle. Why? Well, I don't know, because I have to. I can't allow myself to expect the negative anymore. It's just not working for me. It's counterproductive. It really is. I mean, I'm a realist. I don't do sugar-coated. But, you only get one life, right? There's no do-overs. You can't turn back time and try something different. So what outlook do I want on that life, on that one life that I'm given? Now, I also can't fool myself into thinking that everything's going to automatically be peaches and cream. I'm not one of those kind of people either. You will never catch me running through the fields full of flowers, catching butterflies. That's just not me. And if life was automatically a sundae with a cherry on top, we'd all have our babies, right? So, I don't know. The alternative, I think, is the middle ground. Expect a miracle. It's a pretty good middle ground, if you ask me. You think about it. When all of the odds are stacked against us, how many times have you said, this is going to take a miracle? Oh my God, this is crazy. This is going to take a miracle. Okay, so maybe it will. Expect one. That's the difference. Expect that miracle. And yeah, it is easier said than done. I guess the hard part is that, miracles don't have time slots. They don't have deadlines. They don't run on schedules. You can't threaten them if they don't clock in at a certain time, they're fired. They don't really have expiration dates. No one knows when they're going to show up. Completely unpredictable. That's not easy to deal with in TTC. You want that predictability. And I don't know. Thought about that too. And honestly, did anything that was truly amazing in your life ever happen when you expected it to? I mean, chances are when it did happen, you probably weren't even looking for it. So there's something to be said about that. So, expect a miracle. I think it's still a positive outlook. And when I pulled that lanyard out of my desk, it made me smile. It made me smile, and, I looked up just for a couple seconds. Because everything happens for a reason, and I've really needed a sign. I needed a sign to hang on to my faith. And there it was. In the form of a lanyard, of all things. But there it was. And now I'm sharing it with you, in case someone else out there needs a sign. For those of us that are religious, it's still technically giving it to God. He's the miracle maker, right? And for those of us that aren't, you don't need to be religious to adapt this. Just think of it as a new outlook on life, a better attitude. Expect a miracle. I had a friend tell me once that not only should you expect a miracle, don't give up for 1 second before that miracle happens. And I'm going to try not to. Talk to you guys later.